Klebsch, as well as Jared Herbig back there in the expert class. In the amateur class, it's Nanney, Toledo, and Galinsky on the front row. Oh, Jordan Henry with a problem. Jordan Henry with a problem, not having it in the right gear, and just blows that start. Almost got rear-ended by Ryan Nanney coming from the second wave. Monson will lead the field on this first lap. The Appleton, Wisconsin rider on that beautiful Aprilia RS 660 with the #1 plate. The accrual of the most points of over all of the classes in 2023. So you take all of the points that were earned in all of the classes last year, and that #1 plate represents the largest accumulative total, and he has been very proud to run that #1 plate this year. One of his career and life goals was to have that #1 on the front of his motorcycle, and I know he's been representing that very proudly here this year. Problem for the 151 machine. He raises his hand, lets everyone know that he's off pace. So he'll move off pace and offline going into turn #1, one of the more dangerous places here at the racetrack, right on the front straightaway. So a hand goes up, he's moved off the racing line. Monson leads over Herbig and Pope. Ryan Nanney, the amateur leader so far in this lightweight Superbike field. Sergeant Winger is actually making a race of this here. Looks like he lost his fuel cap. Yeah, the 151 lost his fuel cap there. We don't want that racing fuel sloshing around, certainly getting on the rider and igniting. We've seen that before at the racetrack where a gas cap has come off, splashed fuel not only on the motorcycle itself but on the rider, and then once it hits that motorcycle engine, it ignites, and once it ignites, we see the rider ignite as well. So we've seen some really bad situations on the racetrack where that happens. So thankfully everybody's okay and has returned to the paddock safely. Monson continues to lead, 3 laps completed over Jason Herbig and Tyson Pope. Jordan Henry, Bradley Winger, and Rodney Herbsch, Klebsch still there as well. Ryan Nanney, the amateur leader, over Matt Granzow, Chris Lebugan, and Mike Gantz.
Monson with a pretty good lead now. About 7.5 seconds over that big red Suzuki of Jason Herbig. Ryan Nanney up into third. Distinct sound again of Tyson Polk, currently third in the expert class, that big blue BMW. Again, thanks to everybody who participated last night in the Red Flag Fund fundraiser. Almost $20,000 raised last night for the Injured Riders Fund and the Red Flag Fund. Just a fantastic turnout for everybody, and just glad to see everybody stick around for that. Again, you can go online and purchase hats and t-shirts throughout the year. Contact Marlene and TSE and those folks, and they can get you set up with an online portal to be able to make donations or to make purchases of any of that Red Flag gear. There was a lot of stuff that was left over that never got auctioned off last night. You can get a list of that stuff from the TSE folks as well, and you can make a donation. Thanks to everybody who was a part of that last night. Again, almost $20,000 raised last night for the Red Flag Fund. Race number 35 coming up next. Heavyweight Super Sport, race number 35 is coming up next. Just past halfway in this lightweight Superbike class. The one and only Alan Matlock has made an appearance here. Good to see you, Mr. Alan Matlock. The legend, Alan Matlock. I see everything. You can't hide from me. Monson continues to lead his fastest lap, a 1:15.538. 1:15.538 for Monson on that beautiful Aprilia 660 with wearing that #1 plate. Jason Herbig is still second with Tyson Polk third on the BMW. Henry, Winger, and Klebsch will round out that class here with 6 laps complete. Nanney still your leader in the amateur class, a 1:16.102. 1:16.102 for Nanney, just ahead of Granzow and Labugan. Here's Monson on the #1. He working last lap. White flag being shown to the field now. Here comes that battle for second place. This is Jason Herbig and the amateur leader, Ryan Nanney. Tyson Polk across the stripe. Henry across the stripe. Sergeant Winger with 1 lap to go. First call for race number 35. First call for race number 35.
is going to be heavyweight super sport. First call for race number 35. Again, first call for race number 35. So James Monson will take the win. Again, his fastest lap of 15.538 over Jared Herbig in second place, and Tyson Polk will take home third. In the expert class, it'll be Jordan Henry and Sergeant Bradley Winger rounding out the top 5. Amateur class, Ryan Nanney. Nanney's fastest lap of 1:16.102 to take the win. Matt Granzow will be second, with Chris Labugan in third. Sure to get a longer line at the crossover road, so a little bit longer delay here between races than we are normally used to. Throughout the day, it'll be a long. We'll talk to this number 1, James Monson. No better way to close out the day or the season, huh?
Yeah, too bad I got to give this number 1 to Jake Jansen.
Hey, you know what? You wore this thing well. You represented it well, and I know it was one of your goals to have it, and you've done a great job.
Thank you very much, and thanks to everybody, to my kids, Lily, Olivia, Giada, my wife, Sarah, my niece, Jessica, Alicia, and Jada for coming out, and my sister, Jenny, and her husband, Scott, also. Thank you.
Give it up for the number 1 plate of James Monson. We'll talk to Ryan Nanney. Hey, man, good job, the Mukwanago, Wisconsin rider on this RS. You've had a fantastic weekend, man. Congrats.
Thank you so much. Really great to be here at Blackhawk Farms Raceway. I'd like to thank my teammates, Matt Granzow, Todd Murray, for all the help over the years. Great to be here.
Weekend, we've been seeing kind of progress a little bit, and this is sort of the weekend, man. It all came together. Not only are you one of the faster amateurs, you're mixing it up with some of the top experts as well, man. You've got to feel really, really good about finishing the year this way.
Absolutely. Super pumped for next year. Looking forward to it.
Daytona Race of Champions is next. Congrats.
Yeah, buddy.
Here we go. We'll go to second call for race number 35. Second call for race number 35.